My mouse is freaking out. Okay.
Okay, we're ready? Okay, wonderful. Well, it is 2:03 p.m. and we will open this board briefing. We do not have any topics on our board briefing for today, but we do have two executive sessions. So we are going to go ahead and move just immediately from this board briefing into our first executive session. So we have opened it at 2:02, I believe. We're going to recess at 2:03 into executive session.
Next, the ORS.
And Joel, can you tell us which ORS that is? We have two of them, and you can just list them both, I believe.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, I'll go ahead and list both of them now. So we'll be going into executive session under ORS 192-660 sub 2D to conduct deliberations with persons designated by the governing body to carry on labor negotiations. And then also 192-660 sub 2H to consult with counsel concerning the legal rights and duties of a public body with regard to current litigation or litigation likely to be filed, as well as F to consider information or records that are exempt by law from public inspection.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And thank you for reminding me as well. Okay, we will now recess this board briefing at 2:04. And I forgot.
Are your mics on?
Yes.
Can I read it?
Are we ready? Okay, wonderful. We will come back into this board briefing at 3:25. Commissioner Bell, are you with us?
I am, but I'm on my phone now, so I may leave my camera off if you don't care.
No, no worries. I just wanted to make sure we weren't jumping in without you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so we did not have any topics for today, so it's an opportunity for us to talk about board concerns. Are there any board concerns today? Commissioner Fournier?
No, I think I'm fine for today.
Okay, Commissioner Bell, any board concerns today?
Likewise, I mean, not ones that we didn't just cover. So yeah. I'm
Okay, well, that's good. I had a couple of just very simple things, I hope. I don't know if each of you also received an email from, I am so bad I didn't write her name down, but anyway, a constituent who is having issues with her HOA related to some disability rights issues. Did either of you receive that complaint?
I don't believe
I did not.
Okay, so what she was hoping is that we would create an ordinance specifically to regulate HOAs. And I realize we don't make any decisions here and there is no formal ask, but we do not currently having anything on the books that says we do. It would be my thought at this time that creating an ordinance that then creates the need for us to do code enforcement essentially on HOAs is probably not something we have the capacity or resources to do at this time. And that was my inclination, was to send her back, some disability rights resources, but to indicate that at this point for the county to take on an ordinance process and the additional work of regulating HOAs, that was not really within our bandwidth at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to ask Joel if you can, I don't know if you can speak to that, but they have.
I had asked Joel and Sarah both whether or not we had a responsibility, and this is really a civil matter, which we could add to our code enforcement, if I understood correctly, if we wanted to, but it's really a civil matter, which is my answer for her, and that no, she specifically asked us to create an ordinance.
Okay.
Joel, did you want to add anything to that conversation?
Not really, Madam Chair. I just agree. This comes up occasionally with community development in the context of land use. And, as Ms. Absher, I think, has previously indicated, this is something we've traditionally really tried to stay out of trying to get engaged with, because among other things, the resource issues it would create, but also the fact that most of the time, this is a contractual relationship between two private parties. It's so, yeah, I think it would open a lot of boxes if we were to try to get into regulating HOAs, and it would be pretty time consuming.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my thought, is no thanks. That said, I feel for the individual, as someone with disabilities, someone living with disabilities, that, they are having to fight this fight. And so, I'm compassionate, but I don't think that we want to step into that role. But I wanted to make sure neither of you had the same one or had sent a different response. So I just always like to coordinate that if I'm going to say something. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. And then the other one, I was just going to say, I've been sitting here texting with Randy and with Chris, and it looks like we'll go for a regular start tomorrow. It's certainly possible that it will be slippery out there, and I will go ahead and send out an email to our managers and directors letting them know that we're going to go for a regular start, but reminding everyone that they should take their own safety seriously. They know their area, the county, and their roadways. So I think we're back on track for now. We seem to have a weather pattern that's going to continue with very cold mornings for at least another week. So fun. Yeah, super fun. So my ask of both of you would be, if you are getting feedback from any of your departments about challenges with the closure that might be something we could address, I'm happy to hear those and to see if there's anything process-wise. I appreciate, Rachel, very much you setting us up for this with your memo and with the communication structures that we're working on. And I guess I'm open to feedback for the new sort of communication structure and making sure that people are getting what they need from us. We're doing our best to second guess Mother Nature. Yeah, Rachel?
Oh, I was just making myself available.
Okay. I don't know if you had.
I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
No.
If anybody had heard anything, is it worse to do what we did yesterday, where we think we're going to do 10 and then call it for the day, trying to figure out if there are, again, just other information I should be considering.
I haven't heard anything, but there's no perfect answer.
There is no
You gotta
perfect answer.
You gotta roll the dice.
Yeah,
Make the
Chris
choice.
just offered me a set of dice for tomorrow.
Good.
I think the level of communication has been good. I think more is better, even if we are, kind of switching plans. I fielded a couple of questions around logistics. My biggest thing that I can't wait to get going is our list with our managers, which we're working through Everbridge. So it's just easier to pump out communication. And it didn't help us that Ring Central happened to go down when we were trying to get these messages out, and it's still not working for texting like we needed to.
I was able to send a text, I think it was yesterday afternoon, and I know that Chris and Randy both indicated they got it. So I don't know who got it and who didn't get it, but I was able to send a Ring Central text, I think, yesterday.
Okay.
After a
I
whole
got
day
it
of
too.
not being able to.
I have
received
not
that as
heard
well,
any.
Commissioner.
Joel, go ahead, and then Mary Faith after Joel.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say I did receive that text, and I just wanted to add on that Rachel must be doing a great job with communication, because I haven't received any late night calls or texts from Judge Hill. So that's
I'm going to
so
say
you must be
Commissioner
doing a
Scar
great
has been,
job.
yeah, I think
Yes.
Commissioner Scar has been doing that, but the key is we are communicating. So yeah.
The judge and I have had some great conversations. Thank you. And yes, lots of communication. Commissioner Bell, did you have something to add?
Likewise, just that I have not heard any complaints so far, which is I think a good sign.
Excellent.
So thanks, everybody.
We'll roll the dice for tomorrow and see what happens. That may be our day for complaints, because we certainly could have some black ice. So, okay, I think those were the only things that I had. Rachel, anything for us while we're all together?
I don't have anything.
Okay, Joel, anything for us while we're all together?
Nothing else today. Thank you.
Okay,
Commissioner.
and we don't have anybody online because we went in executive session.
Hi.
Everybody went home.
I wasn't noticing that though. So if we do have things to discuss,
I was going to say, is there any spaghetti
it's
to
still
throw at the
recorded though.
wall?
So
No spaghetti to throw at the wall. Okay, perfect.
I'm still gonna be remote tomorrow. I got several virtual meetings anyway, so I'll just be here remote tomorrow and back in on Friday.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Well, not hearing anything else, then we will adjourn this board briefing at 3:33, which is great because I need to go call Christopher at the courts. So perfect timing.
Thanks, everyone.
You guys.